Hello guys, welcome to Movie Mind YouTube channel. Today, in this video, I am going to explain to you the full story of Beauty and the Beast movie, which was released in 2014. Let's take a look at the story of this movie without further delay. In the starting of the movie, the mother tells the story to the two children and shows them the album. A father has 6 children in it. They are 3 girls and 3 boys. And he has 3 big ships. He was transporting valuable cargo in them. He was proud of them. One day the ships carrying valuable goods gets caught in a big storm and sinks in the sea. All the wealth in it was also drowned in the sea. Due to the blow, the merchant goes bankrupt. The rest of the house and the belongings of the house were taken by the losers. 2 of the 3 daughters are innocent. The 3rd girl is named Belle and she has very patient. Merchant likes Belle very much. Everyone leaves that town and goes to a new place. One day the merchant children found 1 boat out of 3 boats. Merchant says we are rich again with his daughters. He asks them what he should bring for them when he returns. Belle says 1 rose is enough. The other 2 ask for clothes and jewelry. The merchant takes Maxime, the eldest son, to the ship. The merchant arrives and learns that the ship and its cargo have been taken to settle his debts. Maxime quarrels with merchant and leaves. Meanwhile, in the wine shop, Astrid, a witch, tells a man named Perducas that someone is coming this way and that the treasure can be acquired through him. As Astrid says, the merchant comes to the bar looking for Maxime. Asks about Maxime with the bar attendant. Maxime owes the Perducas. He immediately came to the merchant and said that your son owed me a lot and ran away. He says that you should pay the debt and leave. The merchant does not believe their words and goes away. Perducas takes the sword and arrests the merchant. The bar attendant who was there took the gun and sent the merchant away, telling him not to fight here. Later, when Perducas goes to capture the merchant, he flees on horseback. The horse slips and falls in the valley due to heavy snowfall. Its legs twitch. The merchant leaves it there and walks away. After a while he saw a big castle. When the merchant walks in, everything is dark. The candles on the table are lit. Being hungry, he eats the food there. Seeing the gold, he takes it because his daughters ask for it. Meanwhile the horse got well and came there. He goes back wondering how it got cured. On seeing a rose on the way he takes it for a bell. Immediately the beast fell upon him and asked, I don't care if you took the gold, why you took the rose, which is more precious than them. Merchant says, I got this rose for my little daughter Belle. Beast, I'm giving you 1 day to spend with your family before punishing the merchant. He says to come back 1 day. When the merchant asks, if I don't come, he sends him away saying that if you don't come I will kill everyone in your family including your darling daughter. Merchant tells his children everything that happened there. Belle asks Rose so everyone blames her. When the merchant approaches Belle, she says I don't want you to die for me, puts him in the room and rides off into the forest on her horse. She asks the horse to take me to the forest. The trees there show the way. The horse carries Belle near the castle. She was seriously injured on the way. The place is vast and the fort is huge. Belle goes inside the castle and enters a room overlooking the entire area. There is a doll wearing a beautiful dress. When she puts her hands in the water there, a force heals the wounds on the hands. Belle put on the doll dress and went to the dining table. Beast tells Belle without being seen that, eat food, don't dare to leave here. Meet me every evening at 7 p.m. and you can roam around this whole place all day long. She sees him in the glass and gets scared. Looking back, the beast walks away. That night, while Belle is sleeping, she hears a voice. She sees a mirror in her dream. When the Belle looks in the mirror, the princess is waiting for the prince. That's when he hunted the animals and brought them. He has been waiting for years to hunt a golden deer. He thinks that the deer should be hunted and given as a gift to the princess. His friends make a special golden arrow to kill it. Later, when the 2 are alone in the room, the princess anxiously asks them not to hunt the golden deer. Meanwhile, Belle wakes up. She gets scared seeing the beast in front of her. In the next scene, as Belle looks around the place, she sees a deer. Belle follows it. That deer goes to a place and disappears. There are rose petals in the place where it has disappeared. There is a big rose tree next to it. When Belle goes inside, there is a statue of the princess she saw in her dream. For Belle, it makes sense that the princess she saw in her dream has been in this cursed castle before. When it comes to dinner that night, Beast tells her that I will do anything for you. Belle gets angry and says what a wretch like you can do for me. Beast angrily approaches Belle. It is impossible to escape from me. One day you will be mine, he says and leaves. That night when she goes to her room and sleeps, she sees strange dogs. At first she is afraid of them. After a while she falls asleep. Belle has a dream again. Now the prince announces that the princess is pregnant. Both dance happily. The princess again asks him not to kill the golden deer. Meanwhile, the princess statue tells Belle that she loves the beast. The next day, Belle visits the entire castle to know the castle's secret. While having dinner that night, Beast apologizes for what happened the day before. Belle asks the beast that she wants to see her family. The beast says to forget them. Belle says I will dance with you if you send me home for few hours. Beast agrees. Both dance together. The beast feels like he is dancing with the princess. At that time Beast asks Belle, can you love me? Belle turns back and asks, I will dance with you, send me home as promised. As the beast does not agree, Belle says I don't love an ugly man like you, but the beast walks away, unable to listen to those words. The night Beast hunts a wild boar. The princess statue weeps for what the beast has done. He takes the wild boar to a place and eats it. There is a portrait of the prince and princess. Seeing the beast like that, Belle runs away. She runs on the frozen lake. Beast holds her and says you know what I am, now tell me you hate me. The ice breaks under the beast's weight and the Belle sinks into the water. Beast pulls her out. In the next scene she is on the bed. Beast gives Belle a rose and says, I'm giving you 1 day to meet your family. Should be back by tomorrow morning. He fills the necklace with the powers of water and gives her to use it in case of any injuries or accidents on the way. He asks her, if you don't come back. Belle gets ready and says you will kill us. Beast says no I'm going to die and leaves. Belle says, I will come in the morning. Belle comes to her house. Everyone is surprised to see her. Maxime is afraid that Perducas will come. Ever since Belle left, the merchant fell ill with grief over her. Belle walks up to the merchant and holds him and cries. She sleeps there. Maxime takes the diamond from Belle's dress and leaves. To Belle, run, run, can you hear me? The voice of the princess is heard. Belle sees a golden deer running in a dream. The prince and his friends see the golden deer. They start hunting it. The deer runs into the fort. The prince on one side and the dogs on the other chase the deer. The prince shoots an arrow at the deer. It hits and the deer falls. Everyone laughs at the deer hunt. As the prince approaches the deer and trying to shoot another arrow, the deer becomes a princess. He will then understand why she told him not to hunt the deer. The princess said to him, I am the nymph of this forest. I have the power to change into human form. I wanted to see what human love looks like. Then I found you. As the prince asks for forgiveness, the atmosphere changes. The princess looked up at the sky and asked the forest gods to forgive Prince. She dies saying that he has given your child so much love. Then a loud voice from the sky says, I am cursing you and this place for killing my daughter. Whenever a girl likes you, you will be freed from the curse. The prince's friends turn to stone. A large rose tree grows where the princess died. The prince turns into a beast. It all comes to Belle in her dreams. On the other hand, Maxime meets Perducas and shows the demand he has brought. He asks that I will show you a big treasure and in return you should forgive my debt. Perducas agrees. Everyone goes towards the castle. On this side, Belle wakes up. She cures her father by giving him water. As she tells her father that I have to get out of here, the third brother tells her that Maxine has been taken Diamond away. Here everyone goes to the place where the fort is. Astrid observes the whole place and says there is danger. The Perdukas ignore Astrid and search for the treasure. Astrid walks over to the rose tree. The voice of the princess says, "Save yourself or else you will suffer." As Astrid walks in, the voice is coming from the princess statue. Astrid pulls out the arrow in the princess's heart. The beast knows that someone has come. Astrid gives the golden arrow to Perdukas, which has amazing powers. "This will bring us a lot of wealth. Been looking for this for years." She asks to come with me. Perdukas doesn't listen and says, "I don't believe you." "It doesn't matter if you don't believe me, but at least believe in the future." Perdukas, when asked what appeared in the future, says that death appeared. However, he does not believe her words and breaks the gate of the castle. The gold items and diamonds inside were looted. Beast gets extremely angry. On the other hand, Belle takes her brother into the forest. The whole forest is lost and the path is not clear. Belle goes into the trees and asks the forest gods to show me the way. I have to go back. Soon the trees will all give way. Here Perdukas' gang leaves with the loot. While one of them is walking, he hears a noise. A stone man rises up while looking to see what's going on. He takes the person who is running away and throws him to the ground. He dies from the blow. Also another stone man comes out of the trees and another stone man out of the water. They were all friends of the cursed prince. Seeing them, everyone runs away. Belle intervenes and stops the stone man from killing Maxim. Perdukas takes the knife and puts it to Belle's neck. He asks the beast to let me go if she wants to be safe. The knife causes drops of blood from Belle's neck to fall to the ground and trees begin to grow. Belle escapes when Perdukas looks down. The beast pushes Perdukas. As he proceeds to kill him, Belle asks Perdukas and her brothers to leave. Seeing this, Perdukas pierced the beast's chest with a golden arrow. He falls down. Immediately the stone men stopped and broke apart. Until then, the cold and snowy weather will disappear and the sun will start to shine. Belle brothers take the beast and go to the castle. The roots of the forest are chasing after him to take him in themselves. Belle and her brothers take the beast and somehow get into the castle. On the other hand, Astrid takes Perdukas and runs away, falling. "Don't leave me," says Perdukas. Perdukas leaves Astrid and leaves. A stone falls on her and Astrid dies. Belle takes the beast into the castle and throws him into the water. The beast already stops breathing. Maxime cuts the roots of the trees coming into the castle and stops them. Belle pulls out the arrow in the beast's chest. After a while the beast comes back to life. Belle asks, "Why didn't we have dinner together today?" The beast asks, "Love me one day with courage or mercy on me." Belle cries, saying that day has come. When his teardrop falls in the water, the roots will disappear. Beast turns into a prince. Perdukas fleeing here turns into a tree. The statue of the princess is seen smiling. Until then the strange dogs become normal. Storytelling to children ends here. Actually Belle is telling this story to her children. Belle is happily married to a prince and grows a rose garden in the same village. This is how the movie ends. For such an interesting movie explanations, please subscribe to my channel and activate the bell next to it. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to like and comment. Thanks for watching. See you later in the video.